So let's say things go completely sideways. How do you replace this regime? Because to me, you bring them you bring them in as a team, they go out as a team. You don't try to pick which person was less bad.
I agree. So you asked this question on when did we do a show? Tuesday? Was it Monday? Tuesday? When did we do a show? Monday. And I told you that I didn't have anybody in mind at that time. I just wanted a strong GM, and I wanted a head coach that would act like a CEO, meaning he would have somebody who calls plays on offense and somebody who calls plays on defense. But I've had more time to look at it, and I do have names. I do have GM names, and I do have coach names. So do you want me to do GMs first, coaches first? You got anybody?
GMs first. How about GMs first?
Okay. So GMs, there's 4 names that I have. I have Jeff Ireland, who, by the way, was a GM from 8 to 13, I believe, with Miami. He is the Saints assistant GM right now. So a lot of experience.
That's a vicious guy too. He's really good.
Yeah. And he's tons of experience, right? He's been in the league for a long time.
Check out the Saints draft record since he got there. It's really good.
Correct. You've got Omar Khan, who's with the Steelers. He's been with the Steelers for a long time. Long time.
Steelers are the best. Yeah.
Yeah. This is one that I like. I like this one a lot.
Say his name again.
Omar Khan. He's a Steelers VP of football and behavior admin. Yeah.
I'm interested. Got to bring him in for an interview. They're the best. Yeah.
And then there's 2 more guys, but you can pair these guys. So I'm going to get into the head coaches a little bit as well, because there's 2 more guys that you can pair with coaches on their same current team that would be good fits. So you've got Joe Ortiz from the Ravens. He's a director of player personnel. He's been there since like 98.
Okay.
A long time. Okay. And you could pair him with the defensive coordinator for the Ravens, Don Martindale.
Wink.
Yeah. Yep. So there you go. So that's a pairing you could come in with, right? Okay. And then you've got John Spytek, who's the VP of player personnel for the Bucks, and you could bring him in with Bowles. So there's 2 pairings right there that you could bring in, and I think you've got an immediate upgrade, in my opinion.
In 2017, my plan for the Niners was Sean McVay and Elliott Wolf.
Oh,
I don't know what's happened to Elliott Wolf. That's Ron Wilson's son. Is he with Cleveland? I don't know what happened to him, but anyway, the guy who ended up being the superstar from Green Bay is Gutekunst.
Yeah.
So, and he's doing a really good job on LaFleur. So I was closer than Jed, closer than Spreadsheet Magoo, Parag Marate.
Absolutely. There's 2 more head coaches. 2 more head coaches. So I just said Bowles and Martindale. Lincoln Riley, Oklahoma's head coach, college head coach. I mean, obvious.
Because the thing about Bowles, look, I love Bowles.
Mm-hmm.
He has flopped once as a head coach. And anytime you bring in a defensive coach, I love solid too. If I were doing the interview, I'd be like, leadership, scheme, love it. Mm-hmm. Who's your offensive coordinator?
Yeah.
Who's your quarterback coach? And when Solid says Mike LaFleur, I'm like, sorry. No. And Todd Bowles, like, who's your offensive coordinator, man?
I agree.
Because that's really the only question, really. So Lincoln Riley, I'm a little bit more. That's why I think you're just always more inclined to get the offensive guy. It's easier to get the defensive coordinator than the offensive coordinator, I think.
Well, could you imagine bringing in the Steelers guy, Omar Khan, and say, and he's like, I want Lincoln Riley. Oh, how excited are you right now? You just got somebody from the Steelers organization, paired him with a great offensive mind in Riley. You're super excited about that.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then the other one would be Raheem Morris, another defensive coordinator. So I gave you 3 defensive guys.
Interesting. It would be a good time for the 49ers to hire, a black man who's accomplished something as opposed to a 39-year-old white guy who's got promise. I'm just, as a 33-year-old white guy who's got promise, I'm just saying, you want to be the woke franchise? Why don't you actually do it?
Yeah. Well, listen, didn't who was Bowles with? He was with the Jets, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's the only coach in like the last since Ryan to actually produce a winning season out of that franchise. So that franchise is a dumpster fire.
Do it, dude. Absolutely.
Yep.
I'm with it. I'm absolutely. Because I mean, the Niners, honestly, let's just be really clear. Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, like that's neither one. Like John Lynch had no experience, and Kyle Shanahan was, a good offensive coordinator who was given the keys to everything. That's privilege.
Yep.
Like, why don't we, reward someone who's earned it? Experience. It matters. I don't want to get too off the rails.
But the other thing too is, like, I just named a couple guys. So I named Ireland, I named Bowles, Morris. These are guys that have experience actually being the head man. Maybe they didn't do so well their first time, but they were very, very young. They've gone back. They've worked their way all the way back up to the top. That shows grit and determination.
Yeah, if someone hires Kyle Shanahan after he leaves the Niners, they're going to sell them. Hey, he's got experience. He learned from that,